Hey everybody, Kale here with another battle report. This is game 3 of Sparkle Party Deathmatch 6. Once again, you pretty much get a free Regiment of Renown. It's a 29-man unit. It's got full command, and then you get a hero, which has like 2 wounds, 3 attacks, type deal, initiative 5, up skill 5. And you can play scenario cards to get your hero better gear, like an Ogre blade or like armor destiny, that type stuff. Also, for every time your unit destroys another unit in combat or makes them flee, you get to roll on an offensive chart, which you can get like +1 attack, poison attacks, always strikes first, +1 strength, that type stuff. If you get broken or run down or just destroyed on the spot, you get to roll on a defensive chart, and you get like +1 toughness, immune to panic, um, stuff like that. So 2,500 points, my Dark Elves versus an Ogre Kingdom's opponent. Let's get right into it. So this is his right flank. I did take him after his first turn movement because I just was spacing it. So from left to right, he's got a unit of 3 lead belchers. The Skaven are his Regiment of Renown. He's got 4 Iron Guts, an Iron Blaster, a Thunder Tusk. If I remember correctly, that is 7 Bowls with a Tyrant, a BSB, and then a Slaughtermaster. Another Iron Blaster, a Cat right next to that, and then another unit of 4 Iron Guts. And then nothing really on his left flank. He's got one of the Rhinox Riders and then 2 Mournfang Cavalry. So on my right side, I do have my 3 units of Dark Riders, which you can't see, they're a little farther up. And then my Dreadlord. And then over here I have 10 Doomfire Warlocks with my BSB there on the left. And then my Sorceress on the right. I have 2 Bolt Throwers. And then I have 1 Bolt Thrower there on the left. I've got 5 Harpies, a unit of 29, I think, if I can math a little bit. 29 Executioners, and then 15 Dark Shards, a Cold One Chariot, and my Regiment of Renown. So his first turn, this is after my Vanguard and then my move. So pretty much he moved up, shot a little bit, didn't hit anything, and so that's his Rhinox Rider right there. He moves him up a little bit more. Same with his Mournfang Cavalry. And so I shot at the Rhinox Rider, and I did all but, I think, 1. He's sitting on 1 wound right now, and he's frenzied, so I'm trying to shoot him down so I don't have to deal with him. So I moved my Dark Riders up like that, just kind of surrounding. So he's kind of got a long bomb charge on the Dark Riders in the bottom right, but not so much on the middle one. If I remember correctly, we checked it out, and I don't think he can make that because over the gray, you can't go over the gray. It's impassable terrain. So the way he's angled, he can't pivot on the spot and touch the corner. So, you know, he gets his free pivot and then his 45-degree wheel. I think we ruled it out that he couldn't make that charge, but I'm not 100% on that. But he didn't anyway. So just a better look, I guess, of where I'm at. And then, so this is Ogre's turn 2. Moves up pretty aggressively. I mean, there's no reason to really sit back. So he's moving up like that. Lead Belchers move up like that. He's kind of keeping his regiment out. Mournfang move up like that. Getting ready to charge. Probably Bolt Throwers or my Doomfire Warlocks. And that's kind of his center right there. Then the Mournfang Cavalry again. So at this point, he shot 2 Iron Blasters at my Dreadlord, one of which I think I Charm Shield, and then the other actually got through my 3-up ward save. And I believe on this one, he rolled a 1 to wound, thankfully, which is very lucky. and he gets a lucky cannon shot off with, well, a cannon. You know, that makes sense. So he gets a cannon shot off on this Cold Wind Chariot and kills it, which is unfortunate because I was kind of hoping for that guy to try and lock down my left flank because, I mean, he's got some heavy hitters, and really all I have is executioners. So just a better shot of that where he's coming from. And so I shot this on my turn, killed one guy outright, passed his panic, luckily for him. And then up here, I charged my Dreadlord into the side of him, and I mean, it wasn't really hard to do one wound, so I did one wound to him, and then moved my Doomfire or my Dark Riders up like that on the upper right behind my Dreadlord's wing. You can see I moved more Dark Riders up there, and then my other Dark Riders to the right. I moved my Doomfire Warlocks on the left of that. Well, you're right. On the right of that Mournfang Cavalry, because I don't want to get charged by that. So my plan here on my upper right is to shoot the cat that he hasn't moved that's right next to the cannon, and hopefully panic the cannon off, because at this point he's 12 inches away from his general and his BSB, so I'm hoping that'll work. And then there's just a better picture of that. At this point, okay, well, it doesn't show it, but at this point, if I remember correctly, I've done, I think I killed 2 Iron Guts outright, so they're fleeing right now, which is good because I didn't really want to deal with them on my right flank. And so this is a cannon shot, but it got past my ward save again, and I was like, he's dead, right? He does 2 wounds, thankfully, because I would love for my Dreadlord to live. I mean, obviously, he's kind of a big deal. And takes some lead belcher shots at my Dark Shards, kills 6 of them, which isn't bad. I mean, I think he got like 13 shots actually out of that, and he's like hitting on 5s, wounded on 3s, and then I got, it's -2 to my save, so I don't think I get a save. So 6 isn't bad. I think it's actually above average. So I was happy about that. I passed my panic though. I think that's from the Thunder Tusk, because he's trying to whittle this unit down. I don't know why he's not shooting my executioners, but either way, that's fine with me. I'd rather him kill these guys. And then he fails a charge on my bolt throwers, which is good because I'm going to need them here later in the game. And my Dark Elf 4, I make this long bomb charge. And we did check this one out. Like, I could see the corner of it, so I did my freewheel, and then I went forward right on the edge of the house, and then I did my 45 and slammed into the corner barely with these guys, so that's nice. Took my executioners into the Iron Guts. So what I'm thinking here is I got, what do I got, like 13 attacks coming out of that, hitting on 3s, wounded on 2s, he doesn't get an armor save, and I'm rerolling 1s for the wounds, so I'm hoping to kill 2.5. I mean, would be cool, but we'll see. So either way, I'm hoping to break that unit and overrun into the Thunder Tusk, because I don't really want that thing anywhere near me or shooting at me repetitively. And I'm sandwiching this Iron Blaster here, so he can't charge either unit. And then I got this guy right here, which I think he needs an 11 or a 12. I made it to where he could charge me. I mean, if he long bombs it and hits me, that kind of screws up my entire plan. And then I got to move both of these units back to where I can kill him. And he's going to be kind of out of the game, but at the same time able to shoot stuff. And this is a better shot of just where my Doomfire Warlocks are. And I move my Dreadlord over here so I could regain wounds, because I used the Laurel Life. So I think I got Awakening of the Wood, Throne of Vines, Regrowth, and Flesh to Stone, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I got 12 hits on this, which is pretty like I rolled it and then I like stopped. I was like, all right, you see that, right? And he was like, okay, because he was kind of looking away when I rolled that, and I rolled it and I let it go, and I was like, all right, well, he's not gonna hear me pick him up. I'm just gonna show him. And he's like, I would have believed you anyway. I was like, all right, cool. So I did that on the Iron Guts. Didn't really do that much damage. I think I killed 1 or 2 guys. Yeah, I'm not sure why these die. I want to say I 6-diced Doombolt, and I ended up killing. No. Yeah, okay, so I Irresistible Forced. I think that's what that was. I Irresistible Forced one of my spells, and it had the small template, and I ended up killing 3 of my guys because it hit 3 of them, and she was fine. She's got a 4-up ward, so that's fine. My Regiment of Renown unit broke the Lead Belchers, so they fled, and then I overran into his Regiment of Renown unit, which is nice. Right here, man, this is crazy. So he's got 2 guys left, so I kind of did what I wanted. I lost 3 guys in that combat, which is just crazy. I mean, they're hitting on 4s, wounded on 2s. I don't get an armor save. So, but he only has 6 attacks after I'm done, right? So hitting on 4 should be 3, wounded on 2s should be pretty much 3. So I guess that's average. I just feel like I should have got stomped, you know. These both units make their break test. There's just a different picture of that there. Not sure why that's here, but cannon shot at a bolt thrower did 1 wound, luckily. So there's that. His I think this is part of his Ogre 4 as well. I just marked it Dark Out 4. Sorry about that. So he swift reforms his big unit to charge my executioners, which is not good. I mean, it's going to be kind of painful, which is not good because that's a lot of attacks. I mean, a Tyrant, a BSB, a Slaughtermaster, and then 7 Bulls. That's going to hurt. Plus impact hits. So over here, he makes a charge with his Mournfang, so that thing's dead. A little better picture if that's going to hurt. He does 1 more wound, I think. I want to say with a cannon again. I think he's having really bad luck with these cannons. So, like, this guy should be dead a lot. And I'm not making my 3-up ward saves, which is just terrible. Like, I should be making at least a few of them. Here's this combat here. I beat him in this combat. I beat him by a pretty good amount. He's on like I think a 7-up, and he makes it and doesn't break. Actually, wait, no, yeah, he does break. You'll see that in a minute, though. Sorry about that. And then I do 5 wounds to this thing. So it's got 1 wound left. He does 5 wounds to me, but with my charge of flank, 2 ranks, and a banner, he loses by, I think, 5. But he makes his, I think it's a leadership 4 rerollable test, which is crazy. Would have been cool. Would have been cool. Just kind of moving up here in the back rank. And then took 1 guy off of his bull unit with some shooting, some bolt throwers. His last turn, his Iron Guts rallied. If you can see that, I'll get a better picture of it here. So I took both my Dark Rider units and sandwiched this thing. So I'm hoping I don't fail my fear, first of all. Second, I have 20 attacks coming out of these guys. Hitting on 3s, wounding on, I think it's like toughness 6. I'm wounding on 6s, but I'm rerolling 1s. So I'm hoping I can at least do a few wounds to it and then break it in combat because I got a charge of flank, 2 banners, and then let's say 2 wounds and he does like 2 wounds, right? So I'm still beating him by 4. So that'll put him on a 3, not rerollable. So I'm hoping. We'll see what happens. The fight goes on here, so they didn't break. His Lead Belchers down there in the bottom left rallied, which I'm hoping on charging the flank because that'd be painful. One bolt thrower goes down. He kind of moved around a little bit so he can charge me next turn. Okay, so I did get dwellers. I apologize for that. So, okay, no, this one I didn't get Throne of Vines, I don't think. I never cast Throne of Vines once. That sucks. That's probably why 6-dicing that didn't help me rolling a 2-up. Well, that's unfortunate. So I dwellers this unit. I got 2 bulls and a slaughtermaster. When I got the slaughtermaster, he's like, well, that's game. That's game right there. I was like, no, man, you still got a big unit right there in the middle, you know? I mean, it is kind of game, but at the same time, like, he can still do a lot of damage with that. So I end up shooting this guy off the table, luckily. I think I did all 12 shots for my bolt throwers and just kind of tried to myrtleize him there, and it worked. I do, I think 2 more wounds, 3 more wounds to the Iron Gut. So this guy's sitting on 1 wound left, which is nice. This isn't after the combat with the Thunder Tusk. And then I break them in combat. I don't run him down. I think I run like 4 inches. He runs like 12. It's pretty ridiculous. A little better picture there. Still got the lead belchers. And then he charges this unit. Once I beat the Thunder Tusk, I do my reform, and I move like that. So he kills. What did I kill? I think I killed 2 guys, and he does 3, 6, 9, 11 wounds to me. So he's got a charge, a banner, BSB, and 11 wounds. That's 14 to my roughly 6 wounds. I lose by a ridiculous amount. I'm not steadfast, and I break. So I get run down. It happens, you know, to the best of us. Even executioners take a beating every once in a while. So over here, I didn't get a picture of it, but my Dark Riders did beat the Iron Blaster in combat. I do believe I didn't kill it to a wound, though. I believe that he fled off the board. So here I'm doom bolting. I'm bolt throwing. I'm shooting this unit with everything I got, and I can only get it down to here. If I remember correctly, I don't even kill that last bolt, so I don't get points for that, but that's fine. I mean, he's still got a BSB and a Tyrant, which is okay. And so that's just me shooting the crap out of it. Dark Shards 2 shooting at it. And then here at the end of my turn, I do charge this unit again. I beat it in combat, and it breaks and runs off the table, if I remember correctly. So it's a huge win for me. It's a 20-0. I didn't get my scenario objectives. I think it was to be in the middle of the table with one of my units. If it's the Regiment of Renown, this one right here, it's +2, so instead of 3, you get 5. So that was cool. I mean, it was a good win compared to my last getting slaughtered. Good opponent, fun guy to play with. He was probably my favorite opponent. I think I wrote down on the sheet too. He's pretty fun guy to play. So it was good. Things I would have done different. I guess I may not have sent my executioners out there by themselves, but I think they did work. They got the Iron Guts pretty much, all except for 2, and then they overran and destroyed the Thunder Tusk. So I think they just about made up their points, and they weakened a unit for me too, which was nice. Other than that, not too much. I got pretty lucky this game. I was rolling good. Didn't fail a lot of charges, which was pretty dire. So overall, it was a fun game. Good win for the Dark Elves. Kind of not getting me back up in the rankings, but at least I'm 20 to 40 now, so that's good, right? Or sort of. I don't know. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Tell me how I can improve. Thanks.